Over the years, our lead restoration expert, Chuck Huneycutt, has brought us a lot of information about some of these fabulous motorcycles here at the Barber Vintage Motorsports Museum. Let's hear what he's got to say about how a rotary valve works.
Okay, so this is a conventional poppet valve cylinder head with intake and exhaust valves. Internal combustion engines need a way to get air in and exhaust out. This is the intake valve, which opens and closes something like that to let the intake charge in. That's the exhaust port, which normally has a valve in it, which also opens and closes. This is a spring that closes it once it's done its job. There's some other complicated mechanisms up here that open and close all of that. There's another way to do this that doesn't involve springs and cams and valves and springs and all that complexity, and that's what is done here. This is a rotary valve head, which is on this engine behind me, and what it does, there's a valve inside this head, which rotates and opens and closes these ports as it's rotating. Much simpler, much easier, a lot less parts, a lot less energy consumed. And this is the valve. So if you look closely at this valve, one end of it is intake, one end is exhaust, and they have a channel cut in them like that. That's the intake side. This is the exhaust side. There are problems with this also, which you have to oil it and you have to seal it. This is the seal that's inside the head, which fits against the valve like that, and as it rotates, it opens and closes. There are some other seals here and springs that push this against that valve inside the head. And that's what you see without the seal in there. So it's a really simple system. I think it has a lot of potential. I don't really understand why it hasn't been further developed, but seems like a good idea, and I wish somebody would take it up and do something with it.
We hope you enjoyed this story. We have a lot more. And please take a moment to hit the subscribe button, like or share, as the Barber Museum is a not-for-profit 501c3 foundation, and we exist thanks to your donations, memberships, and visits.